Yeah, I'll react to that, sure. Hi. How are you guys? Good, great, good, great. Preemptive like. Watch Mojo UK. Nobody hates this stuff. Easy content. Some of you. Top 10 things Brits are bloody good at. Original link to the video, top of the description. My name is Connor. Original link to the video, top of the description, right below that link to the Discord. Click on the link, send you right over there. Hit verify. Would love to have you. Join the family. Pull up a chair. More the merrier. Let's go.
Is there anything we can't do? Welcome to Watch Mojo UK, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 things the Brits are bloody good at.
Would you like a cup of tea, mate? Thanks, Mickey. Love one.
Before we begin, we good at.
Would you like a cup of tea, mate? Thanks, Mickey. Love one.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. Sometimes it's a well-established fact that the British are bleeding brilliant at something, while some of our other talents are vastly underappreciated. For this list, we're ditching our stereotypical modesty for just a few short minutes to take a look at our strongest specialties. Number 10. Theatre. Forget Broadway, London's West End is the true pinnacle for stage performers. Not that we're in competition with New York or anything, but
where I remember in a Lang and Lit class in junior year, so we were learning about Shakespeare. I remember like we had to do a play every year for for juniors, the third year in high school, 11th grade, would have to put on a play for the entire school, like over 1,000 people. What was I gonna say? What did we do? I forget. But what was my point? Oh yeah, I remember looking at a map of Shakespeare's theater, like the theater he was in. Is that still somewhat there, or like a monument to it?
But if we were, we'd totally win.
Isn't he based off of Guy Fawkes?
Boasting mainstay productions of shows like the most watched musical in the world, The Phantom of the Opera, plus The Wizard of Oz retelling Wicked, and even the Michael Jackson musical Thriller, Les Mis has run continuously since 1985, plus Harry Potter and the Cursed Child ran for almost 2 years before NYC even got a look in. There's basically something for everyone under the bright lights of London's theatre scene. Number 9. Playing Hollywood bad guys. For whatever reason, Hollywood seems to typecast us Brits as the villains, and that's probably because we're pretty darn great at it.
Oh yes, what was it you said to me before? Yippee-ki-yay, mother.
Whether it's the legendary performance of Alan Rickman playing foil to Bruce Willis in Die Hard, or Gary Oldman's villainous turn in Bram Stoker's Dracula, or The Fifth Element, or Air Force One, or...
Right, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's... I think that like British people with British accents just kind of sound more competent and more intelligent to an American. Like you just sound more like smarter when you talk. And so it's an easier way to act as a smart villain, because a smart villain is a scarier villain, they're more competent. And maybe that's why. It's a guess. I don't know. Let me know what you think.
Well, you get the point.
Next time, I'll choose someone more important.
Clearly no one nails an ominous, threatening, or iconic antagonist better than the raft of gargantuan actors hailing from these shores.
Is that Ian
Therefore,
McKellen?
since I cannot prove a lover, I'm determined to prove a villain.
Number 8. Educational institutes.
It is.
Yes, Harvard and Yale are pretty impressive, but they pale in comparison to our own prestigious universities, Oxford and Cambridge.
Hail.
Fostering future prime ministers, presidents, leading academics, scientists, actors, actresses, and business tycoons, amongst an endless list of notable graduates, the legacies of these institutions are second to none. Not to mention that Oxford is the oldest English-speaking university.
Look at that grass. I love nice grass.
Institutions are second to none.
Look at that grass. You guys have some great grass. Maybe it's just like the camera, but I love a good lawn, a good yard. It's just, I love it. I love it. I've, helping around my parents' lawn and stuff like that. It's frustrating and it's difficult. And it's like, you can't get too much. Yeah, fast forward. I'm going on a rant about grass. Fast forward if you want. You're dead to me, though. Yeah, so, it's like, sun is the enemy of grass, it seems like to me. Like, a lot of sun equals bad time with grass. Because, like, whenever I notice, and you can never have too much water. I always hear, like, you could flood grass. Like, you could drown grass if it's watered too much. Then why is it that the areas in grass are always, like, drowned in water for days or whatever and get no sunlight, look so beautifully healthy, where the ones in the sunlight that get a good amount of water looks less good? It just, so I love good grass.
To mention that Oxford is the oldest English-speaking university there is, and second oldest in continuous operation in the world. Many of the all-time great minds have been shaped in Britain. Number 7, unique slang. You best know about our unique slang, fam. If not, you must be off your nut, fella. Either way, we'll leave it there, pet.
In the bottom of St. Regis tea kettle, yes. And then she shat on a turtle.
From the Cockney rhyming slang popularised during World War II to the globally influenced hybrid street slang of London, heard in films like Kiddlehood, there's no shortage of superb slang spoken in Britain.
Look, why are you speaking to me? You won't chat to me in like 3 weeks?
And I've been doing bit of things in it.
There's also the lingo that's specific to the north, plus a barrage of brilliant terms from the West Country and Wales, north of the border dialect in Scotland, and countryside colloquialisms from East Anglia. By gum.
Oh, is that right?
Number 6, music festivals.
Nice.
Glastonbury alone is probably enough to validate this entry, but throw in Reading and Leeds, Isle of Wight and Download festivals to name but a few, and it's almost overkill. Anyone who's anyone in almost any genre of music has played or wants to play at one, if not all, of these iconic venues at some point in their careers. The usually lousy British weather just adds to the experience, as festival goers wear their coatings of mud like badges of honour.
I may be old and inappropriately dressed, but at least I look amazing.
And music aside, you can't beat a few drinks and a good old-fashioned sing-along around the campsites.
People fall in love in mysterious ways.
Number 5, inventing sports. Football, tennis, rugby, cricket, table tennis, golf, ice hockey.
I will take any of you down in ping pong, table tennis, all right? I challenge anyone. I will defeat you easily.
And even baseball are all sports that originated in the UK.
I'm awful
You're
at
welcome,
baseball.
rest
Wait,
of the world.
what?
And even
baseball? Hockey?
Football, tennis, rugby, cricket, table tennis, golf, ice hockey, and even baseball are all sports that originated in the UK.
What are you... I don't have evidence against it, so I'll
You're welcome, rest of the world.
I
we
was
haven't done too
terrible at
badly at
baseball.
most of them either, especially tennis, rugby, and boxing in recent years. But globally, football is the most
Tyson
popular
Fury?
sport of all.
Who's the American player who's sort of good in English Premier League? I don't know what team he's on, but my brother and dad showed me a TikTok or a YouTube short video, a TikTok, whatever, of he's our American boy. So I guess there's an okay American soccer player over football. If I see, yeah, I get it. It's football. I'm used to soccer. So who is it? There's a pretty good American soccer player over there right now.
And though England hasn't won a World Cup since way back in 1966, much to everyone's continued misery, the English Premier League is still the most watched league in the world, with players from all countries queuing up to play in it.
Even more than
Number 4,
Spanish, huh?
History. Britain's a pretty small island, but it's steeped in more recorded history than almost anywhere else, and has long been a top tourist destination for eager culture vultures. True, the widespread rule of the British Empire isn't always remembered with great fondness, but the UK has historically proven an important and positive influence in Europe and the Commonwealth. And few countries can match Britain for impressive castles, important battle sites, stately homes, national parks, or inspired architecture. There's just really
everything, but important battle sites, you might have a few. I mean, Germany, France. I'm not trying to take away. Yeah, awesome. History, amazing. I'm not so much of a nightlife person. Don't get me wrong. I'll go. Like, I'll go and I'll have a good time. If I might drink too much and act like an idiot, it's just par for the course. But I'm more interested in, like, you know, this countryside history.
really old stuff everywhere you look. Number 3, comedy. No one, and we mean no one, does sarcasm or self-deprecating humour quite like the British. Along with our thriving economy, stable political leadership and predictable weather, it's what we do best.
really grown to love it.
This is supposed to be a happy occasion. Let's not bicker and argue about who killed who.
Throw a few inventive, sodding swear words into the mix, and you're onto a winner. And then there's the steady flow of standout films and sitcoms, from Monty Python to Mr. Bean to Peep Show.
What's so funny? It's only a fridge magnet.
I know, but it looks just like a fried egg.
As well as the long list of British comedies that America has tried to remake before failing miserably. You just...
Excuse me. Okay.
Just can't beat the originals, can you?
I'm about to lose like 30 subscribers. I don't care. I prefer the American Office, but I haven't really seen all the way through a lot of the British Office. But what I do love, chill out, about the British Office that I hate about the American Office is that the American Office started off very good, kind of the British way with an American twist. And around like season 5, it turned into your classic American show. It's supposed to be, fast forward if you want, okay? I'm pausing. The great charm of The Office and hilarity and enjoyment of it is that it's an office. It feels like an office. For a second, you forget you're watching a show, and it's just a hilarious, believable office scenario that is a little over the top that makes it really funny. And then the American Office around like season 5, like I love seasons 1 to 4. The American Office is like my favorite television of all time. 1 through 4 seasons. After that, it turns into an American TV show where everything works out and everything, it's a happy ending and everyone falls in love with who they were and they end up, and it's like you took me out of it. The whole point is that it's supposed to be like real life, and America just I love it.
Number 2, writing influential books. It's British authors behind the lion's share of the best-selling books of all time, with Charles Dickens's A Tale of Two Cities and J.R.R. Tolkien's The Lord of the Rings toward the top of that list.
People keep telling me he was South African.
And J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter books are also the best-selling series of all time.
Harry Potter fan.
What happened?
I can tell you everything about it.
But more than the massive numbers, British writers have always been influential in shaping literary styles and genres. From the gothic glory of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein to the gritty realism of Irvine Welsh's Trainspotting, when the Brits write, the whole world reads.
So, we all get old, we can't hack it anymore, and that's it.
Yeah.
So, we all get old, we can't hack it anymore, and that's it.
Right, the whole world reads.
So, we all get old, we can't hack it anymore.
The Brits write, the whole world reads.
So, we all get old, we can't hack it anymore, and that's it.
Yeah.
Number 1, producing influential music.
Absolutely. Per capita, England has to be the greatest music country in the world, especially considering its size. And I've said this many times, it's very difficult when singing to tell, like a British and American person, when they sing, they sound very similar. I can't tell the accent difference. And there are so many bands and singers throughout 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s that I only figured out they were British when I heard them actually talk instead of sing. And it's, man, you have so many great bands and so much talent on that island.
The Beatles, the Rolling Stones, Black Sabbath, Iron Maiden, Queen, Bowie, Oasis, Radiohead, we could...
Iron Maiden? See, this is what I'm talking about.
The Rolling Stones, Black Sabbath, Iron Maiden...
Oh, no, wait, Iron Maiden. Huh?
Queen...
No. I'm an idiot.
Bowie, Oasis, Radiohead, we could dedicate an entire list to the influential British bands and musicians, and in fact, already have. And it's not just the rock
Is Coldplay? Did he say Coldplay?
and pop genres
That
we've
isn't. That's British, right?
revolutionised either. The grime scene is another homegrown phenomena with the likes of Stormzy leading the charge.
How dare you twist up the truth, look, you're getting way too big for your boots.
Pick any era from the past century and the UK could provide a soundtrack to it. And a bloody good one at that.
Don't let me down.
Why was he killed? For a different video, but someone like read a book and decided to kill him. I don't know what I'm talking about. I heard something that I was watching off camera about his death, and something weird, like he was killed out of a hotel by a guy. For another awesome video. That's off topic. Love you guys. Hope you're doing well. That was a great video. I know I paused a lot, but you know, yeah. Chin up. If you're not doing well, you'll be good soon. Don't worry. Trust me. See you guys next time. Bye.